Welcome to this presentation of the Hotel Voice System 2017 and the billing module. It's important to have a disclaimer first of all. You need to have a PMS property management system that supports billing or the charge coming from the HVS system. It's also important that the protocol supports this feature. We have an updated version on our wiki, so if you go to the HVS system, you will, on the features on the pre-sales, you will find an update what feature the protocol has. So far we only support the FIAS protocol, the Fidelio, but more will probably come in the future as we evolve. So first of all, this is the configuration window of the HVS latest. It's a beta version, but this is the latest 2017 version of the configuration. First of all, we are on the overview page on the billing module, and this decides how a phone number will be charged. The numbers here are totally random and just put in for fun. What happened here is that the price prefix is the actual prefix of a number that will be used. So in the case of we have a number that starts with 0045, then this will come first. These are decided based on the length of the price prefix. So basically the longer prefix, it will be first chosen in the billing module. That means that if you have, let's say a number starts 0045, this charge will be applied. Let's say that you only have an international number that starts with 00, it will be this charge that will be used. And then of course if you have a prefix of 040, this charge will be played. So it starts on the longest number, so it will be this. The billing will use 0045 first, then 0 with 3 digits, 040. Then it will check for the 2 digits one, which will be either one of those. And if the number doesn't start on anyone, it will see if they start with a 0. If it starts with a 0, it will use this one. And if the number doesn't have a digit at all, it would use this charge, the star one. So it's very straightforward. We support 4 different price rates. First you have something called the default price. Then you can have alternate price 1, 2 and 3. These will be displayed more in the price interval, see how they are used. If we go into the price interval page, this decides on which price rate will be used in a certain time frame. So let's say, and the default price, we'll go back here, the default price will be the price used if there is no match in the price interval. So you only need to add intervals that have a different price rate than the default one. So in the interval you can decide first of all which price rate it will use, and it will be only supported with 1, 2, 3. 0 of course being the default ones. So a price rate of 1, 2 or 3 will be available. And then you can decide on what day of week this price applies. So you have here all the weekdays. So you can choose the starting time and the stop time, and depending if the interval is available, perhaps you want to play around with prices, you can change the active flag. So this is basically what intervals you're using, and you can add these as many as you like. Of course there should have to be a reason why you need them. So these are only the proper way is that if it's not a default price, you should add an interval here. Okay, so when you've configured this, we have a price test calculator. This is created to simulate random calls and just so that you can get an idea of what charge will be applied to a specific number. Let's say you can of course add them. You just press the plus sign here, and like 0046 phone number. Oh, sorry. And you can set a start. Oh, sorry if it doesn't. I would really try this one. Yeah. We'll skip this one. We just use this one instead here. 004678 6567. Use that interval instead, so we don't have to input the time. Sorry. Now it's changed the order. I think there's the one. And this is the duration. So this is start time, stop time. This is the duration in seconds. And we can also have, you can also add a feature to round upwards to full minutes. We haven't flagged this in this price test calculator, but so if you have the rounding enabled, this would be instead would be what's called 120 seconds. This is also the decided price rate used based on the interval. Hopefully it's I don't know what 21st is for day. It's Friday. Yeah, it's a Friday, and we don't have any interval for Friday, so we use the default price rate. And this is the actual calculation made from the previous number. So if I press recalculate, it will change so that it applies. And let's say we want to change the prices, something like this. We can do 00. We're gonna use this one. So we're gonna make it cheaper here. Just playing around here. So actually the price default will be used then. It's for this number. The price default is 5. So now we can recalculate this number, or we can decide to recalculate all of them. And then you see that the price rate is still the same, but the price have changed to 5 instead. So this is a basic idea how you can see the charges that will be applied in a live system. And you can also create fake data. So you add 10 random numbers. These are just random generated. So it might be that you want to change those to more reasonable numbers to fit the purpose. So so that's basically it when it comes to the billing module. It's the first version, and hopefully it fills your purpose. And as I mentioned before, it's important to make sure that the PMS system supports billing sent through the protocol. But that is something for the pre-sales to find out. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.